What's up, boys? Just a quick live on Friday night. What is Friday night? What is Friday in Serbian? Oh my goodness. It's something like petak. I think it's petak. They've got such barbarian names for everything. I think it's petak. Let's look it up in my book here. Serbian Friday. What a little swot I am. Look at this. Trying to get to some grips with this language. Where are we? No, can't find it. Anyway, yeah, here we are Friday night in Belgrade. Just paid my rent, which I might put on as a thumbnail here, which is like, it's 82,000. 82 grand I've just paid in rent. Yeah. Just fucking dropped 82k on a flat in central Belgrade. It looks like it was decorated by my grandma. So yeah, it's a good way to feel like a baller. Just move to a country with dinar. They just fucking drop thousands of pounds every month, tens of thousands on your rent. So literally just paid the landlord now. He's a fucking cool dude. And it's Friday night, so the weekend is about to commence. It's been a real grinder of a fucking week this week. Real grinder, a lot of work. Spent a lot of time with the old Serbo-Croatsky. Edited a couple of videos for this channel, and then also edited some stuff for my my business as well. Fucking endless this week, man. Endless. Been non-stop, and I've not done any approach at all. My only social activity was to go out with my friend from Ruska. I have all these Russian dissident friends out here. I met a new dissident actually this week. I met a Russian guy in the gym. On I think it was like Monday night or something. Like midnight, I was on the back and he came over. He was like trying to communicate with me. And I was like, brother, Englishki. But yeah, he's a Russian dissident, basically anti-war dissident. So I do feel for those guys. You know, what normal person wants to be conscripted in that clusterfuck of a war, so that Americans can, you know, acquire a new country? Yeah, it's fucking horrific. So yeah, I think there's 200,000 Russians in Belgrade, and a lot of them are recent rivals escaping the war. Good for them, man. Good for them. So yeah, and then yesterday went out with my other Russian dissident friend, Nikolai. Don't know who the hell is. Yeah, went out with my other Russian dissident friend. She's here, married to her programmer husband called Sergey, the Russian programmer, and she took me to a Russian coffee shop in central Belgrade, and we had some like Russian Soviet peasant food. It's fucking superb, man. It's fucking superb. Super nice people, man. Really genuine people. Really fucking genuine. Ivana, what's up? But yeah, super nice people, super genuine. Yeah, there's something about it. I actually get on a lot with the Slavics. I get on a lot with the Russians. Just very quickly, just like, let's just not talk bullshit. Let's just talk real stuff. It's one of the things I actually truly hate about my own country, the perfidious Albion, England. Everything is just fucking fake bullshit. I can't fucking stand it. But yeah, so there's a lot of cool Russians here. And who have we got here? What are people saying? So we've got Ivana, we've got Nikolai. I miss Ultra TV, Ultra Serbia. I want them back. Yeah, you guys from Serbia? I take it Nikola's from Serbia. Ivana, I don't know where you're from. So yeah, I'm in Belgrade right now. I don't know where these people are tuning in from. My channel is a bit of a travel channel, but it's mainly a men's channel talking about men's interests, particularly in relationships and approaching women, getting women, this type of stuff, the standard kind of stuff. And what I wanted to talk about today was the difference actually meeting meeting women when you're in your when you're slightly older. You're not older, but you're slightly older compared to when you're quite young. So in your early 20s versus late 30s, what's the difference? What's the difference between those two? So I'm seeing some of my friends, they're doing videos and different things like this. And even the difference between your late 20s versus your late 30s, what's the difference? And I think there are actually a few crucial differences. This is probably not going to be for this audience, more for people who are going to want to watch this back. But there are some crucial differences. So in your early 20s, you can get away with more of a fun banter type of energy. Sometimes it can be a little bit almost like a performance, right? This is like almost expected of men in their early 20s, right? You can get away with that, and it's fine. As you get older, as you get into your late 30s, you pass 35, that ain't gonna fucking work, dude. In my opinion, it's just a bit fake. It's not really real at that point. You be this cocky young fucking guy when you're like 37. It doesn't really work, does it? So this is my angle on it. Older guys should be more sexually, shall I say, forward almost, or that's not even the right word. They should imply sexuality more aggressively. I think you don't really have a choice. You don't want to be you don't want to be acting like some young fucking guy. It just doesn't work. It doesn't really work. It's not fucking normal. Why would an older guy act like that? What's wrong with him? Do you know what I mean? For a young guy, it's to be expected, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of where they're at. You shouldn't be a performing monkey as an older guy. So yeah, more sexually bold. Bold isn't even the right word. What is the word? Sexually assertive or dominant. Something about your energy should be in that direction. Yeah. And also, you should always bear in mind as a guy, you are at your peak between the ages of 35 and 45. So you are absolutely at your peak at that age. So you don't need to be you should feel no need to do too much performative stuff. And there's some girls can't really handle it. If they can't, that's fine. A lot of the real primal girls, they can, and they enjoy it. So that's the difference between the two. I think younger guy, different energy to an older guy. Interested to know, like, as guys get into, like, let's say 50 or whatever, I'm interested to know, I've seen it, to be honest, in the flesh. One of my friends is in his mid-50s now. I saw him at 52. He's one of the most ridiculous guys I've ever seen. The two best guys I know, 46 and 52. And they are monstrosities. Yeah, like, fucking scary, to be honest. So yeah, that's a big difference in terms of approach. Is there anything else? You should have a bit of money in your late 30s, You should be taking the girls out and stuff like that on some kind of a basic level. You don't have to do that in your 20s, to be honest. You can if you want, but you don't have to. If you got the money, then you probably should. But if you don't have the money, don't worry. It's not really expected of you. I remember showing up to date one girl, and this girl was fucking fit as fuck. This is in my late 20s, and I was so broke at the time. I was literally down. The last money I had available to actually go out, I had like it was like a Tesco bag full of pound coins. There's probably about 50 quid in pound coins there, and I would put them in little bags of like 20, and I could go out. I was like, right, I need to spend half of this bag tonight if possible. Like literally like a little bag of gold coins, but they were like £1, So like I couldn't even go to Nando's. I mean, it was fucking hilarious. Still got, if I could actually show the girl I was with at that point, it's actually like it would certainly dispel your ideas. You need to be with you need to have a lot of money to get the best girls. You really fucking don't. She wasn't rich either herself. Like, do you know what I mean? She didn't give a shit. Yeah. As you get older, though, like I wouldn't want to be doing that now. I wouldn't want to be doing that now. I'm not whining and dining too much, but I still wouldn't want. I wouldn't want to be doing that. Do you know what I mean? So anything else? The difference between older guys dating and younger guys. Is there anything else in there? No. Sexually commanding. That's the phrase I've been looking for. Sexually commanding. Should be more commanding approach as you get older. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. It's been a pleasant live. Nice to see you, Ivana. Nice to see you, Nicola. I don't know who would be tuning into this live in Belgrade. Some point, I think I'm going to start moving on to some new topics. I don't know. There's not an infinite amount to say about cold approach, to be honest. And I'm starting to analyze and go, okay, if I'm to build something with a channel, I'm probably going to have to talk about something for 3 to 5 years, you know, to build something. Do I want to be talking about cold approach at 44 years old? And if so, why? You know. So that's an interesting thing to think about. So I might start talking about some other stuff, cultural stuff, literature, travel, training. I think I'll probably broaden out a little bit. So peace and love. Enjoy Friday night. I'm gonna go now. I'm probably gonna go out and do some approach now, you know. Why not? I've got all the time in the world. Peace and love.